Imagine waking up one day in your 30s, looking at your bank account, and realizing you've been working for a decade, but you've got nothing to show for it. No savings, no assets, just bills and regrets. That's not a nightmare. It's reality for millions of people. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be yours. Today, we're breaking down the 10 most dangerous financial mistakes people make in their 20s. The same traps that can silently destroy your chances of building wealth. But stay until the end, because the final mistake is the one that even smart people keep making, and it costs them hundreds of thousands of dollars without them realizing it. So let's save your future self a few panic attacks, and start right now. 1. Living like you're rich before you are. You get your first job, that first paycheck hits your account, and suddenly it's Amazon packages, DoorDash dinners, and weekend trips you can't really afford. If your credit card balance looks like a student loan, you're not treating yourself. You're training yourself to stay broke. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest wealth killers in your 20s. The more you earn, the more you spend, and you end up running on a treadmill you can never get off. Every dollar you spend trying to look rich is one less dollar building the actual rich version of you. The one who owns assets, freedom, and peace of mind. Now you might think, I'll start saving when I earn more. But that leads us to mistake number 2. 2. Waiting too long to start investing. The average 25-year-old says, I'll start investing when I have enough money. The wealthy 25-year-old says, I'll start investing so I'll have enough money. Every year you delay investing, you're losing time. And time is the one thing you can never buy back. If you start investing $200 a month at age 22, you could retire with over $1 million by 60. Start at 30? You'd have less than half of that. Waiting even a few years can literally cost you a house. Or your freedom. But even if you're investing, there's one thing that can quietly drain every dollar you earn. 3. Ignoring your credit score. Credit isn't just a number. It's your financial reputation. In America, it controls almost everything. Your ability to rent an apartment, buy a car, or even land a job. Bad credit doesn't just make life harder. It makes it more expensive. A bad score means you'll pay more for loans, insurance, and sometimes even phone plans. You're not living free with bad credit. You were just paying extra taxes to yourself. Build your score early, pay on time, keep your credit utilization low, and never miss payments. But let us be honest, it's hard to build good credit when you're drowning in mistake number 4. 4. Drowning in high-interest debt. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, and personal loans are like financial candy. Sweet at first, but they rot your future. The average credit card APR in the US is over 20%. That means if you carry a $5,000 balance and make minimum payments, you'll be paying it off for years. I once met someone who paid off $30,000 of credit card debt, and when I asked how it started, she said, just $200 for a new phone. That's how it begins. Not with a mansion, but a mindset. And speaking of mindsets, let us talk about the next trap. The one that looks like responsibility, but often leads to regret. 5. Taking on too much student loan debt. You were told college is the ticket to success, but no one told you it might come with a lifetime of payments. The US student debt crisis isn't it's just a number. It's over 1.7 trillion of dreams deferred. Don't go $100,000 in debt for a $40,000 career. Be strategic. Community college, scholarships, and skill-based paths often lead to equal or better outcomes. Because being broke with a diploma isn't a flex, it's a tragedy. But even if you're earning well, your income doesn't matter if you're making the next mistake. 6. Not tracking your spending. If you don't know where your money is going, how will you ever tell it where to go? People don't go broke overnight. They go broke $7 lattes and $30 takeouts at a time. When you start tracking, something magical happens. Awareness. You start noticing habits that have been silently robbing you. apps like Mint or Wineabbey can show you the truth. And the truth is what sets you financially free. But tracking doesn't BT help much if you don't ATC have a clear plan, which leads to the next trap. 7. Not having an emergency fund. If your car breaks down or you lose your job tomorrow, could you survive 3 months without income? Most people can't. And that's why they stay trapped. An emergency fund isn't just about money. It's about peace of mind. It's the difference between panic and power. Start small. Even $500 is a win. Then build up to 3 to 6 months of expenses. And while you're protecting your future, don't forget, the most expensive mistake isn't about what you buy. It's about what you ignore. 8. Ignoring insurance and retirement accounts. Insurance sounds boring until you need it. One car accident, one hospital visit, and your entire financial future can collapse. And for retirement? Start early, even if it's small. A 401k match is free money. An IRA is future freedom. You wouldn't walk past a 100 bill on the sidewalk. So why skip your employer match? But protection isn't enough, because some people are protecting a lifestyle that's slowly killing their dreams. 9. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of both joy and wealth. You see your friend driving a Tesla or posting vacations, and suddenly you feel like you're behind. But here's the truth. You're comparing your chapter 2 to their chapter 20. Everyone's timeline is different. The people who look rich often aren't. They're just loud. Broke people love designer brands. Wealthy people love compound interest. And finally, the biggest, most costly mistake of them all. 10. Not thinking long-term. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. If you keep chasing quick money, crypto trends, get-rich-quick schemes, you'll stay in the loop of excitement and disappointment. But if you commit to long-term thinking, investing, learning, consistency, your 30s can be the decade everyone else wishes they had. And the secret weapon that makes long-term thinking unstoppable, it has something called the power of compounding, and it is how average people quietly become millionaires. The truth is, wealth isn't about luck, timing, or genius. It's about discipline, awareness, and patience. Your 20s aren't about having it all. They're about building the habits that make having it all inevitable. So don't beat yourself up for the mistakes you've already made. Learn from them. Act today. Because the best time to start was yesterday, and the second best time is right now. If you want to see how to turn small, consistent investments into massive wealth, then watch my next video. The power of compounding. Because once you understand compounding, you'll never look at money or time the same way again. Click right here to discover how compounding can make you a millionaire, even if you say stay starting small.